on the downward facing triangle, which is love because of the womb. It is the protection, it is the connection to the soul and to goodness and material as well, but in a way as to abstain, and rather love is giving whereas sex is taking. Understand? So this is a fight mode because you're constantly fighting yourself, you're fighting others, you're fighting to adapt in a world that is mainly material and mainly based on these principles. Okay, so here they give in to them and here they try to abstain from them in a sense. Okay, here also, just to point out, 6-pointed star, the cube, 6-edged, also 6 points, 666, the number of the demon, nope, the number of the material realm. It connects both ways through, here you have the cube, Kaaba in Islam, and here you have it through like the Masonic order, their symbol, and all of that. Okay, so these two ways link together also in narrative. Two different forms of narrative. The story circle or the story structure that's divided into 8 parts. It's a story based on want, need, and desire, mainly. And you have the spiral story structure, which is more like Kishotenketsu, Eastern storytelling. It's storytelling that deals with unfolding more than just turning around in a circle. And it is a monadic structure because it comes from oneness that creates many different stories that can be divided in a 4-act structure similar to the 4 elements, where the third act then is usually the major twist. Whereas here you have a story of a protagonist who wants something, goes to an unfamiliar world here, and then returns back having changed, either getting what they want or like not being able to. And this is a dyadic structure. It has 2 points of center because it's conflict driven. There's usually a protagonist and an antagonist, whether it is a character or a force in the story. So it has to do with this like infinity structure that loops between 2 things. So that's why the world feels looping nowadays, because we are mostly, the narratives that we know that come from Hollywood mainly rely on this story circle structure or the hero's journey structure. Whereas this story, I symbolize it in a spiral because it kind of unfolds. Each time you go, each season changes, a new story emerges, something unfolds more linked to series rather than films, and we all know how serial storytelling comes more from the eastern side of the world than the western one. And that way we have our whole plan of how narratives and conspiracy fall hand in hand.